All right, so this video is going to be a little different. I would bring some comedy, but this thing's right here has to do with finances. So I want to basically talk to you guys on just explaining our hidden credits a little more, so you guys can see what's the benefit of having the keys and what's the benefit of having the premium currency, which is hidden credits. All right, so without further ado, you already know what it is. Let's get into that video.
Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back, but it's wrinkle.
So I may look a little taller than I just recently did. It's because I'm stepping on a foot pillow. And it's basically just protects your back, and when you stand that makes you feel kind of good, So what I want to basically go about is just talk about in this video is just basically the hidden credits, and my goal is to take this moving forward. We trying to bring a difference from the gaming industry and also just the crypto side, right? So we want to make sure that our people, when it comes to the community that we have, we want to make sure that our people are safe, protected, and just don't feel like they're being screwed over. And I come from my own experiences when it comes into video gaming. For example, my son purchased something for $3 on PlayStation Network. He used a card that I didn't use anymore. For some reason, that still went through, and then they banned that account, and on that account had thousands of dollars worth of stuff on that stuff. So from old games to new DLC, and I bought damn near everything when it comes to a video game. So I lost that account. I could have got it back, but the online service, the PlayStation Network, the chatbot thing kept running me in circles. So I just said forget it. Eventually one day I will get that stuff back, but right now I don't have time for it. So I just said forget it. Just told my son to make a new account, and I just purchased new stuff for him. So but these are the things that actually happen inside of when a corporation runs everything. They can ban your account for anything, suspend your account for anything. They can do everyone, and we want to basically protect our people from that. So if this ever happened where we actually had to suspend you, or whatever the case may be, you can still own the things that you have inside of your wallet and in your vault inside of the website. Because you'll still be able to access the website and everything like that, but you'll still be able to sell that stuff or rent it out to other players and other people inside of the community without you having to feel like you're completely screwed. Because the stuff that I had purchased inside of PlayStation, I just can't do anything with it. Another example is when I was going through something, and somebody that I used to deal with in the past, an old friend of mine, changed one of the passwords to my Magic the Gathering account. Now again, that's another account that I spent thousands of dollars in and lost everything. It was difficult because I was explaining and actually giving the proof that it's actually me. And they just didn't do anything, which you understand term services and stuff like that. So I really didn't argue. I just said forget it, start a new account, did my thing again, right? So these are the things that I want to basically try to bring a little difference in with our community. Like, for example, if you can actually prove that it is you, again, that's where the blockchain comes in. You can actually prove that this is actually you easier with the blockchain. This is why we're actually going to move forward with the blockchain and be powered by the blockchain, because the blockchain actually helps when it comes to security reasons. And I don't know why people don't really see that, but that's the thing. So with further ado, let's get off that and let's get into how we're going to integrate blockchain directly to the video game. So right now, as you can see on the screen right now, you will see that me playing as the demo character, and you will see me walking into the store. It's called Prince Portfolios. Right here, Prince Portfolios can be owned by any player, right? So players can actually own it. Right now, people are purchasing and owning Prince Portfolios. How do our digital collectibles work? When the game come out into pre-alpha stage, what you'll be able to do is actually put the redeem code that you'll be sent, get the code, come with it, and then you basically put it into the game, and then it basically tells you where inside of the world that you own the Prince Portfolios at. So each digital collectible actually has a randomized location of that specific real estate, land, or property, or franchise, or office space, or whatever the case may be. So and then you just go to the location, which in our game, every street, every area will actually have an actual address. So let's spend a lot of time on that, but this will bring a realism feel. So when someone say which block are you on, which avenue are you on, you'll be able to let them know where you're at directly, and you actually get to all the houses and every property and every franchise will actually have its own address. This gives a person a feel of ownership, so that's a pretty good thing. So as you can see, purchase of cars. This will go to it will actually appear inside of the dealership. Obviously, this is us working on it right now, which is, when I say us, it's me right now. But I've hired 2 people to work on this project with me. Right now, they won't start till I think January. So, but right now it's just me. But we're coming up with this idea. So we are brainstorming together. We're coming up with this idea, and this is what we come up with. It's going to look way better than this, but this is what we have right now. So when you buy the car will end up inside of the dealership, and you take it. Then you drive out of the dealership, and then you take it to you, wherever you get parking lot. If you don't have a house, you have to take it to a parking lot, or it can get stolen and stuff like that. Which insurance and all these things will be a part of the game, which we'll be working on that. Obviously, we're at very early stage, so these are the things. Next, you see right here, we're walking into a weapon store, which is called Hidden Arms. Now, Hidden Arms is basically, it sells everything. So it's a weapon store that sells everything when it comes to grenades, different types of bullets, different types of guns, swords, katanas, whatever you want. Each store and franchises, even with the press portfolios, will have different things in them, because people that own these franchises will be able to purchase different types of items and actually put different types of items inside of their game and inside of their franchise. So people who own these different types of franchises will be able to purchase different types of items to put in their different franchises. So there wouldn't really be too many Hidden Arms that's the same unless they're owned by the same person. So unless it's like a stock Hidden Arms, we'll just have like the stock thing, right? The things that just come with it. So you can purchase different things here. We have a creative license system where people that's 3D artists, animators and stuff like that can actually create their own guns and stuff like that and place it into the marketplace, and people can buy it from them. So people that own the franchises, they can actually purchase it from you guys, and then you place it inside of their store. So you can actually see your brand of weapon inside of their store, your brand of car inside their store, your brand of clothing inside the store. Speaking of clothing, let's go into clothing. Same thing here. This is called Hidden Drip. Hidden Drip is basically going to have all types of things, regular clothes, military gear, like vests and stuff like that. These are the things that you'll be able to do. So you'll be able to do things like that, okay? So next thing that you see right here is you see me walking into a Quick Spot. Quick Spot is a fast food restaurant. It's very, quick things. You got the burger. It's also the sister chain of Doom Burger, which is another thing that's got a lot of lore inside of our game. You'll get into that in the future. But Quick Spot is a place where you can get quick food from. So these things won't fill you up completely, but you'll be able to purchase these things. And when you go on quests or go on raids or just traveling the world and stuff like that, you're able to have food on you, a burger, soft drink, and a cookie. So these they don't really sell too much things here. Even when new things come out for Quick Spot, it won't be too much. We won't be really creating too much content for Quick Spot. So I want to put that out there very early. It won't be too much content. But when it comes to things like Hidden Drip, the clothing store, the equipment store, basically, the weapon store, the vehicle store, the bank and stuff like that, there's a lot of content that's coming out for these things. But when it comes to certain franchises, there won't be too much content because it's just in their lore. There's not too much there, right? So you might come out like a Frosty, some Cinnabons or whatever the case may be. We might put some stuff in there, but it won't be too much like a big selection where every store will be different when it comes to the the food spaces, okay? And then right here, as you can see, just to sum everything up, you have the helicopter. And then as you can see, we're working on the aircraft. So just trying to really get it really good. You see it's still rubber banding a little bit, but we're still trying to make it where it can interact with the whole world, where the sounds occlusionate, where you can hear it from a distance and all that stuff like that. So I'm still working on a lot of things. I want you to remember, I'm still one person. So one person doing all of this. I do the editing to the videos, the presentation to the stuff. I come up with the ideas, doing the typing and stuff like that, which I'm not really good at typing, but just, words, period. But I'm doing all this stuff myself until I'm able to find a good team. that type of stuff like that. So also the web development, all that stuff. I'm doing all this, right? So just give me some time. Everything will look great. And in January, when I have the game developers, I'll be able to move to other things while they do this stuff. Speaking of that, so the idea that we're going to be looking for example, all the stuff that you see is going to look totally different in the future. So when it comes to like hidden arms, probably hidden drip, probably different, but hidden arms, and when it comes to a quick spot, they will look something similar like this when it comes to San Andreas back in the day. So it will look, when you like pick your weapon, the guy brings it out onto the countertop and actually shows you it, and then he puts it away if you don't want it, right? So we want to actually use that system. We like that, like how that looks, and we want to actually make ours look like that. And so when you pick your gun, yeah, the store owner will actually, the NPC will actually take out the gun, put it onto the table. If you don't want that, it takes the gun, put it away. Same and vice versa when it comes to quick spot. Take the food out, give it to you, make it feel more immersion. So we want to do that. More is coming to in the future. We're working on. Probably you'll start seeing stuff in January. Police chases. Now, when it comes to police chases, it'll be threat level, same thing as Grand Theft Auto, 5 stars. It'll be the same thing here, but ours will be using threat level. So it'll be threat level 1 to threat level 5. And we're using threat level because of the SMP Foundation. We are using that mythos and that universe to actually build this game on top of. And we're creating all SMPs and everything, so it's pretty cool. So you have a threat level 1 where you won't have too many AI cops on you. Also, the cool thing is when it comes to being in the metaverse, we actually have where you can actually own a business or the law enforcement business, and then you can actually hire AI cops, and you can also hire real players that be police officers. So when through the threat levels, this stuff will come to the law enforcements in that area and stuff like that. So threat levels, law enforcement in the area will know about you, and then they will come for a person. So this right here, this system that we're creating here is because this is basically an open world PvP game. There's not a place where you can just feel safe. Okay, you have to come up to me and ask me, can you attack me? No, this is a very social game. We wanted to create it this way also for you guys to actually create memorable experiences. So we wanted to make sure that we actually also put a system in play for people that just won't be jerks, where they're just killing everybody for no reason, taking their stuff, etc., etc. So this is why we created the system here. We're creating a system here. We actually blueprinted it. Not going to completely take the whole idea of Grand Theft Auto style. This is actually going to be pretty cool. So for example, if you're at threat level 5 or 4, you'll start seeing SCP soldiers come out. The Foundation will start coming for you and stuff like that. So you actually see, you still have the players, right? The players will come for you. We actually will play along. We see that people continue to get threat level 5s, which means they're being a complete jerk inside of the game. We as myself, and then I will also be having to hire a team for this. You'll see us actually inside of the Hiddenverse, which is our social media platform that's connected to the game. You'll start seeing us actually putting out bounties for in that server for the players that continuously get threat level 5s. And then we'll start connecting with the bounty hunter companies, which is companies that you own. And then we'll put a bounty out for that player, right? So when that player has a bounty on it, the reward for the bounty will be a nice amount of Hidn Credits that could be converted into USD or USDC or Matic token. All right, so this is a thing that gives bounties and bounty hunters a reason to actually go out there and come after people. And this also will keep the people from grieving, just attacking players, just being jerks and stuff like that. So that's a cool thing right there. Now let's get into the Hidn Credits and what we're trying to do. So you have V-Bucks, you have shark cards, you have that stuff. We are basically the exact same thing, but with us, we don't want to ever feel like you ever just can't use these things, right? So if you spent whatever you spent with the Hidn Credits and you still have enough where you just have them sitting there, or you have to wait until you purchase more Hidn Credits and stuff like that, what you can do is you can convert those Hidn Credits back to the amount that will be the value that will be in Matic, or the value that will be in USDC. So they just won't be sitting in your account. Or let's just say that you spent let's say You was foolish. You bought $3,000 worth of hidden credits. I don't know why you need $3,000 worth of hidden credits. But you bought $3,000 worth of hidden credits. Maybe you might want to buy a property from somebody inside. Okay, so it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. But let's just say that you do that. Okay, you spend $2,500. You have $500 of hidden credits, the worth of hidden credits inside of your game. But something comes up. So something comes up. What could you do? See, if this was any other game, you won't be able to do anything. You just be like, crap, I have this amount of money. I can't do anything with it. But here, you'll be able to convert it back into real world currency that you can actually do something with. So use Matic. I mean, it's cryptocurrency, so you gotta go through a lot. So you gotta go to Matic, turn it to USD, send it to whatever the case may be, to be able to send it to your bank account, however it works, however you work with it. So these are the things that we wanted to bring different to the game of just gaming and just the cryptocurrency world. We also didn't want to use like creating an actual cryptocurrency token. The reason why we just didn't want our community to be dumped on. We just don't want people to come in, see a good project, the best looking thing right now inside of the metaverse, see it speculate on us, and then put a bunch of money, dump a bunch of money into us, and then dump the token on all of the people. That's when we start gathering traction and everything, and all the new people start coming in, putting money into it because they see this is a token that they can make money with, and they just dump. So we're not worried about a bear market or anything like that. I don't care about that. I know we would do good regardless. We're doing very well actually right now. So when it comes to that, that's right there. We just don't want to have nothing to do with that. We want nothing to do with that part. We also wanted to use a platform that we trust and a platform that other people trust and is already established, which is Matic, Polygon. We want to use Polygon because Polygon is already established, and it'll take a lot of people to sit there and try to dump that into bad things, right? We don't want to do that. So we want to basically make sure that our community is protected. That's why we chose to go this route. So we will be a decentralized platform with also centralized ways. So we both in the middle, right? In the middle. Centralized to make sure that our people are protected, but decentralized to make sure that our people have freedom when they have ownership of the stuff that they have inside of the game. That's basically what it is. Now, these are the things, if you want to know any more about any other stuff I'm talking about when it comes to hidden credits and stuff like that, because there's a lot and I don't want this video to be too long, you can go to the website hiddenvision.com. You can go to the community page, scroll down, and you will see hidden tokens or hidden credits department. Hidden credits documentation, click that, and you'll see everything you need to know about this, basically what I just talked about. And basically what we're trying to do when it comes to bringing something different to the gamers and to people who build communities, build brands, build foundations on other people's platforms, so i.e. Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, and stuff like that, and they don't feel like they have ownership in something they put time, blood, sweat, and tears. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me at, Telegram, Hiddenverse, or we're actually moving to Discord because we want to give people the opportunity to actually start forming hidden credits on there as well. All right, so with that being said, any questions, you know what to do, and I'm out of here.
Name is